welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show and the Pigeons. We're here on XM 149, Sirius 106. Every Monday, our topic tonight, dangerously in love. When love triangles go bad, is cheating worth the risk of being harmed, or even worse, murdered? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. That is our topic tonight. Who's in the house?
Tina Davina is here.
Who's in the house?
Flora's here.
Who's in the house?
Shelly Rio.
Miss Portia's not here. She had to testify. I don't know if I should say this on the radio, but oh well. She had to testify in a trial in Miami, so she was subpoenaed, so she won't be here tonight. So,
She was what?
subpoenaed.
Say it again.
Subpoenaed.
Or the word I like to use is subpoenas.
Alrighty. So anyways, well, what have you guys been up to? Anything? Come on, you guys.
Nothing. I haven't been
Gosh.
I had a barbecue. Tina came over.
Tina.
I'm sorry. Shelly didn't have a party. I laid out in the pool all day. I don't know what happened to my tan, but, it was fun. Yes.
Y'all gotta have something.
I went to Steph Jones' birthday party.
me too.
Yeah, we went to that Friday night. Saw Jordan Sparks, and it was cool.
That was fun.
Okay.
They had a girl dancing on the pole.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Interesting.
Flora, same
Steph
thing
got
for you?
a...
Nothing. I don't do
It can't be nothing. Every single week.
Seriously, nothing. I haven't done anything.
7 days.
Work,
you don't do anything?
Yeah, no, I don't do anything.
Well,
that too.
The Foxxhole traveled to Las Vegas, and we broadcasted live Friday afternoon, and then Jamie kicked off his tour, the Belamment Tour, that started Friday the 3rd of July. It was a hot show. He did a great job. Keisha Coles got on stage, and so did Busta Rhymes the next day, and then, it was good. Really, really, really high energy, and he puts on a good show, and it's funny, too.
Yeah.
So his jokes and his performances, it was good stuff. So our topic tonight is something a little more somber.
Can I get some tickets?
No.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. No, I'm sure when they come to LA, we can arrange something. Our topic tonight is dangerously in love. About, we're talking about love triangles when they go bad. Is the risk, everybody talks about, being the other woman or the other man is exciting, and, new sexual relations is more exciting than old ones. So people, are willing to take that risk sometimes, but, at what cost? This weekend, the murder of Steve McNair, who's the football player that I actually had an interview a couple of times, was a really, really, really nice guy, and come to find out, allegedly he was murdered by his girlfriend, and he was having an affair with his wife. He was married to his wife. He'd been with her since college. They had 4 sons, and they allege that he was telling her that he was going to leave his wife for her. He was about to get a divorce, and this is all
Speculation.
It's people are saying this stuff, but it's not confirmed yet. But,
Right.
So we're going to talk about this. It just inspired me to want to talk about this tonight because, people don't know what they're getting themselves into and what the spouse's reaction might be. You don't know what kind of husband the woman might have or a wife, and you could be putting your life in jeopardy. And this is not the first case of this happening. So call in 877-2-106-106. We're talking about dangerous liaisons and being in love. Forbidden love, I guess you'd say.
Right.
Anybody have any thoughts on this?
Yes. It's funny because I was in a relationship where, it was just a tumultuous relationship, and I felt like that person really took me there. Like, this is the same person I said that, he got physical with me, verbally abused. And so when we constantly were always pushing that barrier of what's cool and just what's retarded. And when I found out, he was cheating on me, and I found out it was a girl who was a friend of mine, like, I lost it for, 30 minutes. I literally drove to the chick's house with my daughter in the car seat, in the back seat, and I was ready to kick this chick's ass, just, with my kid in the back seat crying, because I'm crying, and it was just all bad. But for that little bit of time, I lost it, and then I had to realize, okay, my daughter's in the back seat. I need to not do this.
There you go.
And I turned around and I left. But it's crazy how, you can be in love, and then when you are hurt or you feel like the person is lying to you, they're not not honest. Maybe this chick thought that maybe he wasn't going to do what he said, and she just lost it.
Well, when you're in love with someone, or you think you're in love with someone, that's a very, very powerful emotion, and you feel like there's nothing worse than being feeling betrayed or you disrespected, and you really don't know what you're capable of doing until that happens to you. Flora, what do you think about that?
No, well, like with Tina, I mean, I would have done the same thing, but literally in my mind, I wouldn't have gotten in the car and done that. I guess I don't know, is this because I work in law or something, but I know the ramifications of what will happen if I sit in the car and wait for some bitch to come out. I will kill her. But
have you ever done anything kind of that crazy, I guess you would say, because you felt you got played or cheated on or whatever?
No, I haven't gotten to that point.
You've never done anything?
Never gotten to that point.
Ripping up pictures, clothes?
Never gotten to that point.
Didn't you throw all of your ex-guy's stuff on the trash, all his clothes that he had?
Yeah, I threw all this stuff in the garbage. But that's about as far as I would go. That's about the extent of my anger. Maybe when with other dude, I kicked him once because I was annoyed, but that would be the extent of my anger. I wouldn't be enraged.
You only just had recent raw dick, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe if you had some real raw dick mixed with love, you might be a little crazy.
My goodness, the rawness.
Shelby, what do you think about this? I know you've had some long-term relationships. What do you think about? Have you had any experiences with someone going nuts, wacko on you, or you felt like your life was in danger?
Yeah, my son's father.
What happened?
He was just very physical, which I didn't know until I moved out here, and we got into a lot of fist fights. Cops been to the house a million times, and just I remember one time I was pregnant, and he started fighting me. So I jumped on his back and was fighting him right back, and I didn't care. Wow. And this other time, he ripped one of my shirts, and I was so mad. I went to the kitchen, took a knife, and I just stabbed all his clothes. And ripped everything.
Stabbed his clothes.
Yeah, see?
Dude, I was I
would have just thrown it in the dumpster.
No, definitely.
But this one was stabbed.
But I was just so upset. And the crazy thing is that he's very violent. And, I don't want to say he's very violent, but he is violent at times. But his mother, when she was pregnant with him, found out her husband was cheating on her. And the lady was by her house, and so she went and took a rock and was, beating her up and just acting a fool with him, while she was pregnant with my son's father. And the crazy thing is years later, because now he's in his late 20s, I went to the movies one day with my husband, and her husband was there with this same woman. I didn't even know it was the same woman. And so I called her, and I was like, I didn't know if I should call her or tell her, but she's like my mother, and I told her. And she freaked out. She was like, it's that same, and she's like, what's her name, da-da-da. And I was like, yeah. She's like, that's the same girl that was pregnant with, your baby dad.
Wow, it's crazy. All right, we have Taylor from Memphis. Call in. What do you think about our topic tonight? Welcome to the show.
We got a lot of people down here from Memphis that I know y'all been saying on First 48, but there's a whole bunch of situations. Memphis is real small, and a lot of things touch home. But one of my friends that got shot 13 times trying to date this new girlfriend. And her ex-boyfriend took it real personal because he was younger than him. The guy was in his 40s, and my friend was in his early 20s. And he just refused to let the girl go. My friend lived after he shot him 13 times. He shot the girl and then shot and killed himself.
Wow. Well, so he lived, he survived being shot 13 times, and he shot the girl and killed himself after all that happened?
Yep.
Oh,
this was like a 2-hour ordeal.
He killed the girl died?
Yeah, she died. She got shot in the head. He shot himself in the chest. My friend got shot multiple times, 2 times in the neck.
He survived.
His ring finger gone. No, his middle finger on his right hand gone. Piece of his thumb on his left hand.
Wow.
But he still lives.
Oh, my goodness. Now, were there warning signs before this? Like, did the other person say, I'm going to kill you? Or were there any signs to I don't know, allude this might happen in the future?
When you're dealing with an older gentleman and a young piece of ass, just shots out to Steve McNair. You just don't know what the other person is thinking.
Right. Well, thank you for your call. We're glad your friend survived. All right, Tia and Zavina, do you have a poem for us tonight?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hear it.
It's called Dope Fiend. Okay. I was at mercy to his touch. He pulled me this way and such. He became my crutch. I hated that I loved him, liked him this much. He made me blush in terracotta Persian red. I could barely hear the words he said. Instead, I play pretend girlfriend, give him all the benefits and none of the consequence. It makes no sense, but he makes me feel intense. And I dismiss commitment and opt for temporary insanity, a future calamity. Surely he knows he is my addiction, and I am a dope fiend, a mere puppet on a string.
Tia Zavina, thank you very much for the poem. No, it was a
30-second poem.
It's short and sweet. Tonight we have a lot to cover. This is it's not going to be, filled with a lot of laughs. I mean, it's a serious subject, domestic violence, and especially when it, leads to murder. And, a lot of times you don't know how crazy the person is you're dealing with until you push them, or they find out you're cheating on them or what have you, and you don't know what's going to push them over the edge. So give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We're talking about being dangerously in love. When love triangles go bad, is cheating worth the risk of being harmed or even worse, murdered? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We'll be back with more after the break. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Show and the Pigeons. little more somber topic tonight in light of the murder of Steve McNair. Allegedly caught up in a love triangle. He's married, and allegedly his girlfriend shot him 4 times and then turned the gun on herself. So we want to talk about this and discuss this. Hopefully we can prevent some people from going over the edge. And maybe
Or
provide
stop cheating. How about that?
Or stop cheating, or point out some signs. Or, if people just want to get stuff off their chest about this situation, give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We have a call from Baltimore. This is where Steve played for a while in Baltimore. Ray, welcome to the show.
How y'all doing, ladies? Big fan of this show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
First of all, my condolences go out to Steve McNair. I had a chance to meet him a couple of times. He lived across the street from my man. Had a good conversation with him. Great, nice guy. He'll definitely be missed. But on a serious note, I was messing around with a female, and she had a baby father that was caught up in the gang, whatever. So I'm dating her, not thinking nothing of it. And like some females like dismiss things like, well, he's not really crazy and all this and all that. So somehow, some way, he found out what I looked like, and he confronted me. He came at me and said, "Listen, if you don't leave my baby mother alone, I'm going to kill you or whatnot." And it came to my head because my little cousin got killed over the same stuff. He got shot 6 times for messing with somebody's baby mother. So, more of the story is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you encounter somebody a crazy ex or a crazy baby father, just back away. Holler at y'all ladies next week, man. Peace.
All right,
Thank you.
You know what? When I decided to do this topic, I thought it's going to be like sad. We'll probably have a lot of dead air, and I didn't really think it was going to be a lot of phone calls coming in. But it seems like it's really, really, really common.
Oh, yeah.
Like it seems like people calling in. They have this happened to my cousin, my brother, my friend. Like there's a lot of people calling in. All right, we have Low Life on the line. Welcome to the show, Low Life.
Y'all doing tonight?
Low Life. What's happening?
Rest in peace to Steve McNair first, you know what I'm saying? That was a good dude. But, I used to always say, you know what I'm saying, if your brother ain't nothing ever shot at you, stab you, or, tried to bust your head or, try to do something to you, she probably don't love you, you know what I'm saying? My wife stabbed me about a year ago, you know what I'm saying? I was mad at her, you know what I'm saying? But I had tripped, it was kind of exciting, you know what I'm saying, that somebody care about you that much to try to kill you. But you know what I'm saying? She ain't really try to kill me. She just stabbed me in the arm, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, she just stabbed you in the arm.
Okay. So when
No, go ahead. Florida just said, she just stabbed you in the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I guess the thing to say, you know what I'm saying, to make sure your side bra, she ain't got no pistol, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's the same way to me, because, that would seem like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? The bra had a 9 or something, you know what I'm saying? She just popped him in the head and did herself.
Well, Low Life, you're always funny when you call, but on a serious note, you say if someone doesn't try to stab you or shoot you, they don't really love you that much. But where do you draw the line? A little bit of jealousy when I may be flirting with someone in the club and you grab my arm up, that's one thing. But really going out and buying a gun 2 days before you see me and blasting me in the chest 4 times, I would say that's a little bit acceptable.
Yeah, I wouldn't use violence as a gauge for love. I really wouldn't.
Either. All right, thanks for the call, Low Life. We have Fat Man from Ohio. Welcome to the show. Fat Man from Ohio.
What's going on, Carly?
Hey, say a little
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I can relate to the topic. I had a coworker probably about 15 years ago. I talked to him about like 2 days before it all went down. I asked him about his wife and family because he was real crazy about his wife and his kids and everything. And he came to find out his wife was cheating on him. So she picked her up after work and went home, and he shot her and killed himself. And he really tore me up because I just talked to him, and he was asking how I asked him about his family. And, everything was doing all right. And next thing I know, I'm reading the paper, and he in there on the front page. That shit was wild.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Now, you have any comments?
No.
All right, we have some famous celebrity love triangles here. Y'all got to talk, man. Biggie and Faith Evans and Tupac.
I'm still trying to get over Low Life's freaking comment.
Wow. Okay. Keep moving. All right, Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. famous
Yes,
celebrity love triangles. Richard Burton, Elizabeth Taylor, and Eddie Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's even more so humiliating and maybe want you to, it must be difficult when you're so famous and it's played out in the media for more people to embarrass you, to make fun of you, to taunt you, to know your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when celebrities cheat, it still feels the same, Michelle, but then it's like an extra little stank on it because it's in front of the world to see.
Right. More magnified. Damn.
But then you can't really do anything about it because you're a celebrity. So I don't know. And then we got
isn't the Chris Brown and Rihanna, wasn't that over a text he got from a female or something?
I'm not really sure.
Like,
you know anything about that, Shelley?
Yeah, well, allegedly, that's what they said. It was over a text that
over
he
a
got.
text he got from some female
girl.
Yeah.
Right. She got
I
upset.
did know that too.
Yeah.
And it potentially could have ruined both of their careers and
Exactly.
lives.
Somebody could have been
Somebody
dead.
could have died.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have Pete from Houston. Welcome to the show.
Lady, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, how you doing?
We're good.
Good. Thanks.
I appreciate that. Now, what I want to add to it was that I've been in that situation before. And I had a young lady, that shoot at me because of the incident that she blew up and really just kind of like see me sitting, being with somebody else, just in talking, and blew it out of context. And she took matters on hand, and you just never know who you're getting involved with or how they think, you know what I'm saying? Because you never get a chance to explain yourself or someone take something and run with it, and then it's just a sad situation because things like this do happen. And I'm a pretty big dude, and old girl was, she was a fairly small little lady. And, man, she had my plump card, dog. To have a woman, pull a gun on you, then actually go to the matter of shooting at you, for something that, is just a little bit much, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. I want to ask all the callers that are calling in, were there any warning signs leading up to this? Were things just hunky-dory, and then one day she, the final straw was she saw a text message or you talked to a girl in the club and that made her, pull a gun out? There had to have been, did she ever try to slap you or talk crazy to you in public? There had to be something, no? Was this the first, example of violence?
Being honest with you, there was very little signs, if any, when I look back at it. Being honest with you, she had an abortion, and I didn't call, at the time I was in love with the chick, and she did an abortion behind my back, and we kind of I understand that, I was kind of pissed off about it. So I needed that little time to have some space between us. We both were in college, make a long story short, and I just stopped speaking to her. And you know how you would go talk to someone in passing and just, stop and have a casual conversation. She took matters and blew it up, and next thing you know, shot at, and I'm running around campus. And this chick is shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man.
Let me ask you this. Having an abortion, as much as we joke around about it, it's a very traumatic thing. It seems like you probably put some space between you and her after. You think that kind of drove her crazy? You probably dissed her a little bit. You probably felt like you dissed her a little bit after she went through this traumatic experience, and then maybe that's probably why, I could see why she would probably kind of lose it a little bit. If you weren't there for her when she had to go through this.
But at the same time, it wasn't something that I decided, it's something that she decided. If we decided on it and I turned my back on it, it would have been a different situation. But
and she did do it behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it does make you a little bit psycho, the hormones and all that other stuff going on. I'm sure you guys both get pregnant. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was so bad afterwards. She was even talking about killing herself, and I had to see her, you know what I'm saying, and go as far as having sex with her just to kind of get her back on an even keel. I know it sounds effed up, but she was really just about to have a nervous breakdown. If you ever seen someone like that, because this girl was coming to my house, my apartment, and she was out there. She slowly got it back together, but it took me being a friend and trying to coax her back into it rather than just dropping her like a bad habit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you so much for your call. And Shelly, you said something while he was talking. You said, there goes one of your signs.
Yeah.
He said there was no signs, but really there were signs. She was showing up by the house, the abortion.
Because they probably thought it was crazy, but not that crazy.
I was joking. I say that men like women that are a little bit crazy, and I think that is, true because it's a little bit of excitement in it, and they don't want just the average pushover girl. They want, somebody's going to test them a little bit, but that could definitely go haywire,
and that could definitely work not in your favor.
Yeah, as much as everybody says no, I don't want the girls with the drama, it seems like all the guys I'm with, a lot of girls that are in relationships are kind of a little off, and brothers always, she crazy, but you're with her,
right?
Yeah.
But that's what you're attracted to.
That's what they like.
We have our first female caller. We have Mariah. Welcome to the show, Mariah.
Thank you, ladies. What's up? How are you all doing?
Hi, we're good.
Hey, Mariah.
What do you think about this topic?
I first wanted to give my condolences to his wife. Like,
Right.
your husband is cheating on you with a 20-year-old, and she's obsessed with him to the point where she literally killed him and herself. Like, I mean, that is crazy. Like, so I just hope that,
Can you turn your
oh
radio
my
down,
God.
Mariah? Mariah, can you, honey, can you
Mariah?
turn your radio down? We can hear the feedback.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's just crazy. And like that reminded me of I recently had a little girl, and her father, we were dealing with each other on again, off again, and I just recently got to the point like, I'm tired of being disrespected. You're not gonna come here and go there. And I'm gonna put my hands on him, and I kept thinking it, but I kept saying, no, that's stupid. Like, if he beat you up, what you gonna do? And like one day I just snapped. I got tired of the lies. I'm like, you're not gonna keep lying to me in my face about stuff I know you lying about. You telling me you working, and I know you got fired. Like, it was too much, y'all. When I say I snapped and
How did you snap?
out his hand and just jumped over the couch, like trying to choke him. And I've always thought that he would fight me, but he actually didn't. And you know, I thank God for that. But that just really let me know that this, you know what, Mariah, this is not the person that you need to be with. Because
Are you guys done? Are you guys done now? You're not together anymore?
No.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Well, thank you, Mariah. You know what? It seems like there are warning signs, a lot of
Yes,
times.
there
And
is. They just choose to ignore them.
or it doesn't seem that
it's
bad.
difficult. Yeah, it's difficult when you're in this situation. I think that definitely if you get to a point that you feel like you want to put your hands on somebody, or you become, you want to verbally abuse someone, then that's a sign right there that you guys shouldn't continue. But it is difficult when you're in that situation, because I've been there. It's hard to walk away sometimes.
Yeah, and it feels like to you, it doesn't feel, the outside looking in, it seems worse to your friends. Your friends see it, they're like, what are you doing? And you're like, no, you have a reason for it. You can ration out, well, no, he was mad at me because I did this, or you maybe take some of the blame.
Right. Yeah.
Have anyone else have been in abusive relationships? We talked about this
Yeah,
before.
I mean, I have. Yeah.
You have the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah,
Right.
Kool-Aid guy.
Never,
Flora?
not
No?
with me.
Shelly,
Baby
yeah.
daddy. Baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
What's the-
That's my baby daddy.
What's the most violent thing he did to you?
Beat me up.
Like, elaborate on that. Like, did he put you in the hospital?
Oh, no.
Bones?
He's never put me in the hospital. I mean, first of all, I bruise easily, so I just had.
You
a lot
just
of bruise
breathe on
me.
you, you bruise.
No, not that
Oh, okay.
much, but.
Like,
All right, well, I'll give a story then. I was dating a
Something I've
guy.
talked about very often.
Well, yeah, I know, but this is something that we could probably help some people out there potentially. I was dating a guy, and the guy before him was a guy that I really loved in college, and he always knew that, like he was kind of like second place, kind of, you know what I mean, in my heart. But it was like in college, just dating, and he just got really, really obsessive, and he ended up putting his hands on me. I had bruised ribs. He threw me against a chair. A machete fell down. It was on the wall. It was like some artwork, and it got really, really ugly. I tried to escape out of this building, like 26 stories, and just trying to get away from him. And I really, really, really thought he was going to kill me. Like, people say, oh, we fought, whatever. I'm going to kill you. No, I really saw it in his eyes, the rage in his eyes. And later on, I found out there was a history of mental illness in his family. And it's been many years now, and I still, actually, Lamont is good friends with him. That calls in. And he tells me that he has, he had mental problems, and he had been admitted to a hospital. He took a Greyhound bus out here one time to find me 8 years later.
Wow.
And he thought I was a vampire, and he was off his medications. And I'm thinking he was probably coming here to put a stake through my heart or something. He was really on some other shit. And I had no idea when I was dating him. Well, looking back, I thought I had no idea that there was some crazy.
But you did.
But his dad was a little bit off, and his mom was a little bit off.
There you go.
But I didn't think, oh, it runs in his family. I just thought, I don't know, they're just a little bit slow or whatever. But,
It's funny because when I was in that same situation, like I literally I waited until he fell asleep because I was that scared. But I was angry, but I waited because he was like drunk when he came home, and that's when we had this big argument. And I found out about the chick,
Damn.
and I like waited for him to go to sleep and
did
waited.
Tina Turner breakout.
Yeah,
didn't you?
and then took my daughter and bounced, and then had a cop go back with me the next day to get my
good
shit.
for you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that.
Ladies, go back with security. Go with a police officer, Big Brothers. Okay, we have a military guy, Staff Sergeant Bowright from overseas. Welcome to the show.
What's up, fine-ass Claudia Jordan?
Hey, I also want to say thank you for what you do for us. Being in the military, we definitely respect and appreciate our military, holding it down for the world, actually. So we appreciate you.
Well, thank you. But, I guess what everybody has failed to realize is that Steve McNair was a married man.
Right.
And
It's true.
the victims of this are his 4 sons. I mean, you look at it in the sense that once you say I do and you put that ring, dating is out the picture.
Right.
And I mean, you look at, here this guy is a millionaire. This girl was working at Dave & Buster's, and she's driving a 2007 Escalade. That's not one of those, we just gonna chill kind of present. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what folks is failing to realize is that, when this dude started taking money out of the family to spend for her, apparently she felt that there was a bond there. If there wasn't no bond, then you know what? Instead of getting a 2007 Escalade, get her 1987. Johnny Mack would. But it's failing to realize is the fact that, you're talking about you didn't see the signs there. When you're married, there's no more signs. That's who you're supposed to be with. If you ain't doing shit, then you don't have to worry about shit. And the bad part about it is now you look at, regardless of what he's accomplished, he was a great athlete and all, now his kids have to live with the fact that our father died in the arms of another woman.
Right. It's very
Thank
tragic.
you so much. Very great, very good call, and very insightful. I was waiting to get around to this, and I'm glad he did. Everyone is, sympathies are going out to Stephen and his family, but he is a married man, and he had to know that there had to be some risk involved, and that's why we're having the show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Was the thrill, the rush of being with another woman worth it? Why not wait until you get a divorce if you're that unhappy in your relationship? Now you do have 4 sons and a wife. They got to go to this funeral and probably feel shameful,
right?
About the last memories of their father,
right?
And he kind of put everything at risk by choosing to deal with a woman on the side who may or may not have been, or who clearly was unstable. So we're going to talk more about this. Call in 877-2-106-106. We're talking about dangerous love triangles and when they go bad. Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We'll be back with more right after the break. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Trans Pigeons. We are talking about love triangles going bad. Is cheating worth the risk of being harmed or even killed? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We want to hear from you. Tina, do you have some stuff to present to us here?
Yeah, I was thinking back on Shar Jackson and Kevin Federline and Britney Spears, and when that was going down, Shar was still pregnant, and she very much was with K-Fed, and he was dancing for Britney, and just something that simple could have taken a complete wrong turn.
Right.
She could, especially being pregnant, your hormones are raging. She really could have taken that the wrong way and been on some some rebellious shit. And they were young, so it's it's easy for something like that to just go completely wrong. And then as well, there was Julia Roberts when she was dating Danny Moder. At that time,
he was married.
Exactly, he was married. They met on the set of The Mexican. And again, it's like you take these risks because you think it's a thrill ride, but you never know how the other person is gonna react to it or anything. You're kind of going into a relationship with not just that person, but that person's person.
Right. And the feelings of betrayal
Yes.
and embarrassment.
Yes.
Those are really, really, really strong emotions.
Yes.
And mix a little alcohol or whatever, stress, you have other things going on in your life. You really have no idea what Pandora's box you are opening.
Marital homicide is 30% of violent crimes.
Yeah.
Really?
30%.
30% of
Violent
that
crimes
show,
is
Snapped.
marital homicide.
You watch that show all the time, Shelly.
Not all the time, but I do watch it. She watches it all the time.
So tell us about some of the things that happen on the show.
There are great cases on that show. Of a woman in Texas, Clara Harris, who ran over her husband several times in the parking lot of the Hilton Hotel when she caught her husband coming out of the elevator with his mistress. Now, he had told her he was meeting her there, the mistress, to break it off with her.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. And it took a little too long. She went over there to see what was going on with daughter in tow. Was enraged when the elevator doors opened and saw the both of them. They went out to the parking lot, had the argument. She got in her car while the daughter was in the car and ran him over several times.
How old was the daughter?
The daughter was I think 15 or 16 or something like that.
Now, the astronaut that drove across country with the diaper.
Yeah.
Was somebody cheating with that one, or was that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
a cheating one too. Yeah,
That was a husband.
Yep, husband cheating on his
Cheating
wife
on
with
his
a
wife.
female astronaut.
And
goes to the
Novak. Is it Novak?
An astronaut that goes to the moon?
The astronaut that goes to the grocery store. Yeah, girl, the one that goes to the moon. Chick.
Shelley, real moment.
Yeah.
Yes, and she drove across country.
With
She
a
wore
diaper
a
on.
diaper because she didn't want to stop. She wanted to not
900,
stop.
right? 900 miles she drove?
Yes.
So she got shitted on by the dude, but she didn't want to get shitted on literally.
She wasn't getting out the car to do number 102.
And she was going to kidnap and kill the woman. It just
She was on a mission.
it didn't work.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, 'cause she got
Thankfully,
caught.
thankfully
She got
for
caught.
her, because now she's just on attempted murder instead of murder.
Right.
But
She rolled
Wait,
in
how
the
did
park.
she get caught?
yeah, I didn't get that to the bottom of the story.
We have Latron from Louisiana. Latron? Is that the name? Latron? Welcome.
In the house, what's going on?
What's cracking?
Hey.
Welcome.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Make sure I'm gonna send you a tweet, Claudia. Make sure you follow me after I send you this tweet after we had this conversation.
Okay. I hate following people, but go ahead. All right. Kill you, Claudia.
Listen, you will laugh your ass off following me. Let's get back to this conversation.
Sure. Okay. You
Steve McNair, but he didn't follow the rules of the game. See, it's the dope dick game. He didn't follow the rules of the game. Y'all know about dope dick game, right?
The dope dick game. Please
Enlighten us, because I have no clue.
Lil Wayne said, he just now said, 'cause I got that dope dick. Now, see, I've known I had that dope dick since I was in 3rd grade before I even started having sex. Okay? When this little girl, Keisha, came up that I was talking to and found out I was talking to the girl, she tried to stab me with number 2 pencil.
You only got 30 seconds, babe. You got to wrap it up. Come on, hurry up. Hurry with the story.
Okay, he wasn't honest. He should have told his girl, hey, this is what's going on. I'm married. I'm never going to leave my wife. You can be my side chick. I'll take care of X, Y, and Z for you, but I'm never going to leave my wife. He didn't follow the rules of engagement. So if he'd have followed the rules of engagement, everything would have been fine.
How about following the rules of marriage?
Right.
Right. Well, he should have followed it.
Thank you, Latron.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, it's a little frustrating when the fellas or people like, well, the side chick should have known her place. But the side chick didn't make vows. You did.
Right.
You made the vows. You said you're going to be faithful to this woman. And then not only were you not faithful, you were very blatant about it, like taking pictures on vacation.
And she only knows as much as you tell her. So
and spending
the information,
family's money.
Yeah.
We're in a recession.
Exactly. But
So, yeah, that is taking money out of the family stash to buy this woman a car.
yeah, but that was his bad, not hers.
What about the senator that was recently caught with the
Edwards?
woman? Yes, the woman. Where is that? In Brazil? Is that where it was?
Oh, yeah, he
the
went.
other one.
Was it?
Argentina woman, right? Exactly. And then he was crying because and of course we all say he's only crying because he got caught, not
Right,
because
right.
not
He
because
wasn't
he really
crying
felt
when he
bad
was
about it.
up in the guts.
But now he has to come public with it. But that's just people really risking.
Well, he risked it all because he has said that he really feels that she's his soulmate.
Soulmate.
So I guess
This
only
other
time
woman.
will tell.
Right. Well,
We'll show.
If she'll stick around.
Is it worth it to cheat? Is it worth it, the risk and all that's going on right now? If you really think that, the person you're with is not your soulmate, we talked about soulmates, but maybe you meet someone you're thinking, this person is my soulmate. Do you think it's worth the risk?
I think I wouldn't cheat on them. I would just break up with whoever I'm with and then pursue it.
Is that easier said than done?
Yeah, pretty much easier said than done. Because, with any relationship that you're doing outside of your marriage or whatnot, it all comes with...
Well, just get a separation, and if you have that type of relationship with your spouse and be like,
Yeah.
you know what, I don't know if this is working, let's separate.
when you're doing wrong, it always comes with risk, period.
Well, if you think the person's your soulmate, is it something that you just can't bear to be without one more day? So maybe that's why there's not no waiting. I'm going to wait till the divorce goes through 3 months, whatever. Maybe there's like a sense of urgency, like I got to do it right now.
but there's no excuse for not being honest with the person the current person that you're with should definitely know. Even if the divorce takes 3 months, you can still get separated. I just feel like communication is key to people's sanity. Shit.
Yeah, and lives, apparently.
And with all the stress that we all have with the recession, people losing their jobs, money, houses, everything, there's a lot of other things going on in your lives,
Right.
Health issues, what have you. The one thing that might push you over the edge to go do something totally out of your character could be the one thing you think in your life is stable or a steady thing, your relationship. When that goes bad and you have nothing else to lose, you never know what you're capable of doing.
True.
All right, we have Ray from Texas. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Ray.
What's the dealio?
What's going on, Ray, in there?
What do you think
Check it
about
out. Check it out. What I'm hearing so much of this, but I'm not understanding the why behind all of this. And for me, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the beginning. Can I go to the beginning?
What happened?
Hello? Can I go to the beginning?
Yeah, go to the beginning.
You
but
only
make
have
it
so much
short.
time, though, babe.
Go to the beginning, but make it
Okay.
short.
The beginning is real simple. Adam and Eve were created, okay? When Adam and Eve were created, she was created from one rib. He has multiple ribs in him. In the word, in the Bible, it's everybody, men had many wives. So why do we think that it's just so easy for men just to sit up there and commit to one and stay faithful then his entire life?
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. Listen. We are grown. You can't go to the Bible.
The Bible, this one says one man, one woman.
Right, like,
Well, no, but he's talking about the beginning.
well, they find the verse that suits them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that
Change it around.
And change it around.
Yeah.
I don't think, listen, the whole rib thing, we have all these ribs, and one woman represent one
We
spare
came from
rib.
a man's rib.
Come on now, dude.
Well, I mean,
if you expect your wife to be faithful to you, why can't she get that same courtesy from you? And everyone's, oh, I'm a man, I'm just built differently.
And
Don't you
don't get
think
married.
women have urges? And Tina, I'm with you as far as like, you know, it might be hard to, you know, stay committed, but we are human beings. We're not animals. And if you choose to commit to someone, we have temptations too. Guys think that their dick makes them kind of, I don't know, exempt from following the rules, and because
from
we have
responsibility.
vaginas, you're supposed to be a
Right.
lady. You're supposed to act this way.
Right.
But I'm allowed to have this.
Yeah, I'm a dick. I can stick
I
in
have
anything.
this, so I should be okay to do my thing. But really, it's like, dude, you got a woman that's pushing all kind of probably better dudes aside sometimes for you to honor the commitment that she may not be happy with your ass in bed and all this stuff, and she may be sick of you. She may be tired of your spare tire and your nagging waist, but she's holding it down. But because you have a dick, it's supposed to be okay, and we're supposed to just let that fly.
He's
and
like,
be
oh,
like,
okay, yeah, he has a dick.
well,
He's allowed
a man's gonna be a man. Fuck that shit. Okay, Tina.
No, I mean, I in his defense, I say that I think that that people, that humans, what are we? Yeah, people. We weren't made monogamous. I think
Right.
that is true. However, I think that we have to be, we have to be honest. We have to communicate with each other. And if a man wants to have multiple wives, then he needs to let his woman know,
Yeah,
I want to have a few of you. And see if she's cool with it. And if she's not, find somebody that is, because I'm
There
sure
are
there
women
are.
that
Exactly,
are cool with
that
that.
are cool with that.
religions that are like that
But
too.
Thing
The
is,
whole-
they want to have you be wifey, and they still want to live single, and
Right.
vice versa. There's women out there that do their thing. Let's not act like they don't. You know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like nobody wants to be the first to put it all out there and say, hey.
That's
man.
why I say marriage is a mockery. Goddamn, it's just a mockery.
We have Tony from Virginia. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Tony.
Yo, what's going on, pigeons? What's going on, Claudia?
Hey.
All that.
I love
First
it.
things first, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. Before that Steve McNair thing, for every cheating dude, for every dog dude urges, is a dog female. So it counts up 50-50, whatever. But I was talking to my man in Tennessee. He was telling me that Steve McNair had a condo with the chick in his name and her name and the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was
So that tends to make me believe that his wife knew that either the relationship was about to be over or it was coming to an end at some point, because you're not going to put nothing in your name like property when you're married, when you know, I'm pretty sure he has a tax person to do his taxes. His wife can easily find out about it.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah,
though. A
man.
lot of them do that.
Huh?
A lot of.
Oh, I
athletes
hear the
do that.
condo was not in her name. The condo
It
was
was in his
Yeah.
name. Or the car.
The SUV was the car was in her name.
Right.
And
the
a lot of athletes or whoever buy a lot of property, and their wives don't go to all the properties. They don't have time to travel the world like they do.
No,
so they don't know.
my man in Tennessee said it was in both of their names. So
Wow.
if it was in both of their names, I'm just believing that, hey,
Well, somebody was lying to somebody because they're both dead.
Right.
So if, everybody, like the wife was on the up and up and knew what was up, and the girlfriend was like fully aware, he's in a marriage that he's about to get out of, and I just have to like bide my time and wait, I don't think she would have like killed him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She would have known.
Probably
like,
the wife.
Right.
I think there was something that had to push her over the edge.
Yeah, but like
But
Claudia said, somebody was lying.
Did they know? They know for a fact that she did it.
Well, she was shot, one bullet to the head, and
They found the gun
was
under
at her
her
feet.
Underneath
but
her body.
hello, the wife could have went there, killed both
This
of them,
is
and
true.
planted the whole thing. You don't
It
know.
is
She
true.
could have seen the whole thing
Right.
go down. Was
Right,
like,
but that's what CSI is for.
Well, they're going to investigate and check
No.
for gunpowder residue and all that stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, you never really know. That's the thing. You don't know what your partner is capable of until you push them over the edge.
That's right.
You devastate them. You turn their whole world upside down. So why risk it?
Mhm.
Why risk it? Call in 877-2-106-106. We're going to go a little bit past 8 o'clock because we started late. We want to hear more from you. We're talking about dangerous love triangles when they go bad. Is the benefit of the risk, the sexiness, the fun, the excitement worth the risk? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We'll be back with more after the break. Damn, I can't talk today. Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Show and the Pigeons. LL Cool J in the background. Tina and Davina. He said
Tina got a big old butt.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
song back in the day.
Tina does have a big old butt.
So do you, Shelly Rio.
Okay.
Close second.
All right.
Our topic tonight, love triangles when they go bad. Is the risk of excitement, is excitement worth the risk? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. 106, we want to hear from you. Okay, so we're talking off the air about, the whole Steve McNair thing. And, it could have been a third party involved. Well, they did say that the mistress did buy the gun that was used in the murder 2 days before.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
that could be a possibility as well. It could have been a murder-suicide, but they're not ruling out the fact that there could have been a third party involved.
All right, we have another caller. We have Mike from Atlanta. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hey, Mike.
What up, Mike?
I'm fine. I'm here to say it's really not worth it because and bear with me for a second, because I had a guy that was a friend to me, but I wasn't much of a friend to him. I was messing with his wife, and as things went on, he began to catch wind of it. So he, one day after work, he confronted her, and she wouldn't tell, and he killed her and himself. And that's something I have to live with for the rest of my life, that, I'm the reason people are dead.
Wow. That's a big burden to live with.
How did you deal with that after, you lost your friend and you lost your lover? How did you deal with that?
I'm really ashamed to say, but alcohol.
How long ago is this?
I'd rather not say, because, there's still some people hurt behind this.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, so are you married as well?
No, I'm single.
Oh. Was this fairly recently? Can we say that?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Well, my condolences to that family, and you know what? I really wish and urge, and you to get some help, like talk to somebody, even if it's I know there's some free clinics in most of the major cities where you can talk to people, even a church, go to your church or something.
Right.
I
Not
think
see a
this is
therapist.
a huge burden to have on your shoulders.
I have to ask an obvious question. Would you do it again? Do you think you'd ever do it again? I mean, people say they wouldn't, but a lot of times people stay in those same patterns and do the same kind of behavior over and over again.
I wouldn't even come close to doing what I did. And what makes it even worse is that they have children, and I see those children from time to time.
And they know.
Do the kids know?
They know.
Wow.
They don't know who I am, but they know their mom and dad are dead.
Well, thanks for the call.
No, but I need to get off the phone right now.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mike, for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, he got a little emotional there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would.
Right.
It happened fairly recently.
Listen, I had no idea
sad.
it's this common.
That's what
We've had about 6 people call and say they've been shot at. I mean, they've had the whole murder-suicide thing happen in their direct lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is something that is not just, oh my God, did you hear about this particular case? This is common, people.
It's very common. It's
Nobody
always,
talks about it.
it's called the crime of passion. It's very common, but amongst couples.
You never really know until that person is backed into a corner.
But then it's like, is it really love? Because love is supposed to be patient and kind.
Well, that's what they say it's
understanding.
supposed to be. But
Shelley, you're married.
Stories.
Okay, let's just give you a scenario. Say you walked in and you found, your husband with your rival when you were doing videos. Okay? The girl that beat you out for the Nelly video.
Mm-hmm.
And you walked in, your husband is having sex in your bed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Is love going to be patient then? Is love going to be understanding and kind? What are you going to do? You're going to be like, oh, I forgive you? What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Either I'd probably go crazy, or I would just be like, okay, and just bounce.
I
think I would go. I think I would just
you-
bounce though.
Mm.
I honestly think because I'm just so used to people just walking in and out of my life and just doing.
But that's your husband, though.
I know, but but the funny thing is, it's something I expect. I expect people.
So you think your husband
just,
ain't shit?
No, I'm not saying that he's gonna do it, but
You
I don't
expect to be
I
hurt
don't-
and disappointed.
I feel like one day something will happen. Not saying he'll cheat on me, but I'm just waiting for the day.
Girl, I feel like that sometimes.
Glasses
That's
half.
something we're going to have to delve into one day, Shelley.
When my book comes out,
Tina, that's the glasses half empty side. This is the
Yes.
half full side.
Right.
We also date teenagers. So. We have Eve from Chi-Town. Welcome to the show, Eve.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah,
Eve, what do you think about this topic tonight?
Well, I think that I was just in the same situation. Like maybe 2 weeks ago, I had my boyfriend who I've been with for 5 years. Me and him broke up, and then I had my lover, and me and him broke up, and I went back to my baby daddy. But it was like both of them were standing outside my sister's house talking to each other and having conversation. And my baby daddy didn't know that my lover had a gun on him or whatever, but he did. And I just didn't say nothing because I didn't want anything to escalate beyond the point of what it already is. You know what I'm saying?
And
Wait, you were still? I'm confused because she said she broke up, then she had a lover. But how do you have a lover if you're broken up?
What's she talking about?
You have 3 guys? You have 3 guys in your life.
No, it was my kid's father and my boyfriend.
So what happened? Did something go down? Did someone get shot?
No, I didn't allow for that because, for one thing, he has a good job and he has kids, and my boyfriend, my baby daddy, has my kids. So,
But were you seeing both of them at the same time?
yeah.
I think she's saying that it could have gone there because
she's saying
because it hadn't gone.
You have to understand, okay,
Right.
I was at my sister's house, and my boyfriend pulled up, and then...
We get the point. We get it.
Yeah.
So
he
what?
had the gun. It's just I didn't tell nobody. It was all a big commotion, and I was just like, you know something? You go back in your car and you get in the truck, and I'm not on that.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about this? Are you gonna just pick one? Or are you gonna continue to play both of them?
No.
I would probably stick with the
my
dude with the
man.
gun.
No.
And let the other dude go. I'm just
My
saying.
kid's father. We've been together for 5 years. And we got 3 kids together. I'm sticking with him. The best thing I know.
Why did you start cheating in the first place?
Because I got bored. I had 3 babies back to back.
You should have heard
That
our show a
damn
couple
boredom.
weeks ago. We were talking about how to get rid of that boredom.
Well, thank you for the call, and I think the advice to you is just to pick one and kind
And don't cheat anymore for your life.
and maybe
sake.
not
Think about
be
your
around
kids.
gun carriers. All right,
Yeah.
thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Interesting
Wow.
callers.
Yeah,
The last
a lot of fellas calling in though tonight. Of Cynthia from St. Louis. Welcome to the show, Cynthia.
Hey.
Hi, how are you ladies doing?
We're great, Cynthia. How are you?
Little somber.
I'm doing pretty good today, but I'm a little bit upset about some things that happened on last week. I have been dealing with a man for 10 years, and he had thought about the last 3 years we were together, saying he didn't want to be in a relationship. So I started seeing other people, yet telling him that I was seeing the other people, and he lied to me saying that he wasn't seeing anybody else, that I was his heart. So last Sunday, I decided to ride by there because, when I go out or something, I just automatically go and just call in the house and let him know I'm outside. So when I pulled up, there was a car out there. So I rang the doorbell. He don't answer. To make a long story short, I waited until he came out because, niggas will lie and say that was a friend call or something like that. So I wanted him to see me, I wanted him to know that I seen him. You know what I'm saying?
So how'd you let him know that?
I waited till they came out. So when he came out, I pulled in the driveway, you know what I'm saying, and then I confronted him. And he came walking up towards me with his hands up, so I didn't know what he was going to do. And I'm so out of character. I done stole on the man and hit him all in his face. And the girl, you need to get the yellow girl under control. I'm like, boo, this don't have nothing to do with you. You need to keep it moving. But to make a long story short, I hit him 3 times. And, but that just let him know where my heart was with him, So he's yet now trying to come back and everything, but I can't do it. I was honest with you when I told you when you called me that I had a man over here. Instead of you just taking that, you ride by here to see what the man's car looked like.
Wow.
What's the man driving? And he throws that in my face after the fact. But when you told me that you had a man over there, and I came by there and seen his vehicle in your driveway, bagged up in your driveway. But I told you that when you called me,
Thank you so
wait,
much.
I know she don't play around by the way she pronounces her and their.
She don't.
So I got to respectfully cut you off right now because we run out of time. But thank you so much.
Thank you for your call.
Yes.
THERE. Okay, lightning round, ladies.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
All right. This has been a somber show, but we got to have a little bit of fun here.
Okay.
It's just fun.
Fun with murder. Okay. I'd kill a nigga if.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
I'd kill a nigga if.
I love it.
If he was ever trying to fuck around my child.
Okay,
that's
hell
killing nigga.
yeah.
That's killing nigga status.
I'm with that
Okay.
one.
I'm afraid to ask. Flor Santiago. I'd kill a nigga if.
I'd kill a nigga if he told me I was the only one, but then that nigga is married. I'd kill him.
Hate when that happens.
Always.
Okay. Shelly Rio. I'd kill a nigga if.
He cheated on me and brought back AIDS.
Ooh. That is beyond killing a nigga.
Oh, it ain't.
Right.
Damn.
It could have just been crabs. I
Start with Ebola first. Shit.
Crab's okay?
No.
Well, I'm not saying that's okay, but
Claudia. You'd kill a nigga if.
If I met a guy, we hung out in Miami, then I, met him a month later, and then after we had sex, he was like, and I say, what happened? You haven't talked to you in a long time, and he says, Claudia, I got married 2 weeks ago. I'd kill it. That's all hypothetical, of course. I'd also kill a nigga if I wasted a year dating him and I was only with him. Then, one day I'd say, hey, when are we going to be boyfriend or girlfriend? He says, you want me to drop all the other girls I was dating just to have sex with just you? And then I'd also kill a nigga if, you know.
She's on a roll.
I paid for him to go to bartending school, then try to be a fucking firefighter, pay for his headshots, put money in his account. When we go to Vegas, give money. And then, you know, he ends up not being shit. But then as soon as we break up, the nigga want to blow up and buy property and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, these are all hypothetical situations. I mean,
That ain't some bullshit.
That's my killing.
Those are all hypothetical, of course.
When wouldn't you kill him?
No, and what's sad is all these niggas are still alive.
I thought it was hypothetically.
It's
They were all hypothetical. I'll pretend.
Way
I'll
to put your
pretend.
girl on blast.
Right, thanks.
Ladies,
Yes.
what have we learned from tonight?
I'm kind of scared after some of tonight's calls. Yeah, I'm a little frightened. You know, I feel like I definitely should be. You know, if I were single, I'd be more cautious who I was dating.
But you are with someone, so you're yes. Okay.
So far, I'm safe.
Flora, have you learned anything from tonight?
Well, I'm pretty scared in the current situation that I'm with now. With
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised it didn't come up.
little Miss Mistress.
yes,
Mistress.
I'm gonna have to rethink my situation.
You're
right
not gonna
now.
let it go though, because you had raw penis for the first time in your
With him.
37 years.
I used to put my business out there. See,
We already did that.
I brought
You put it
it
out there like a month
that's
ago.
how we do on the show.
How we do.
She put that out there a long time ago.
She did.
I know.
Shelly Rio, have we learned anything tonight?
Hopefully that my husband won't cheat on me.
And if he does, you're just gonna
Just
walk
know
away
that
and-
nigga is dead.
I ain't going to jail. Shoot, I got kids and other shit popping.
Right, and I
I
got
ain't
you.
got time to go to jail.
Criminal defense girl, I got you.
I just think that, you know, it's like this. You don't really know what the person you're with is capable of when pushed beyond their limits. And, you know, a lot of people have something in them that, you know, you may be that one thing that pushes them over the edge. So be really, really careful with the decisions you make. It's all a choice. You know, you can stay in an unhappy relationship and then cheat on the side and then get killed over something where you could have just ended something that wasn't happy in the first place. Or, you know, you just keep it real and just tell the person. Or just be very slick like myself and never get caught. This is the Claudia Jordan Show. We're here every Monday, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, 10 on the East. Where can you find us on the web, Tina Zavina?
You can find us on MySpace, The Single Life with CJ. You can Twitter us, The Claudia J Show. And also check out my video, which is definitely right up this alley. It's called Crazy in Love. It talks about this short film, youtube.com/Divine Rags.
And it's very, very hot.
Yes, very
If
good.
they want to buy a cake and maybe lace it with some cyanide for their cheating lover.
Absolutely. Your wish is my command. You just call me up and I'll make that cake for you at www.sweetavenuela.com.
And to hear Shelly blog about her husband, better not cheat on her or she will cut his testicles off. You can find her at
www.shellyrio.com/blog.
And I'm on Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, all that shit because I do not have a man and I sleep with 3 cats. So you can catch us later on tonight. We're going to go Ustream. We're going to go so you can just, you know, ask us more questions, get to know us better every week after the show. And anything we didn't get to on the show, you can talk to us on Ustream.com/
Yes, the Shelly Rio Show.
Twitter us and we'll tell you the link.
Go on Twitter or Facebook. Also, we have a Facebook.
We'll link it.
And
Yeah.
we'll talk to
Yeah.
you tonight for like an hour and, you know, get to know us better. All right, join us every Monday here, 7 p.m., 10 on the West. 7 on the West, 10 on the East. Shit, I'm tired. I just got back from Vegas and I won some money. Join us next week and thanks, y'all.
All right.
Thank you. Stay safe.